Welcome everyone. Today we're going to continue the 2019 January paper, section B. Section B. Section A you can find in my previous video. Section B, the second question we are going to discuss. First of all, we'll see what are the second question normally the case study looks like. Extract C. Sources for section B. Hello, we are innocent. Our story. We are three entrepreneurs who met at university and formed Innocent after test marketing our first drink at a musical festival. It's a real story, right? We are now Europe's best-selling smoothie business and continue to develop new and healthy products. Our purpose is to make natural, delicious, and healthy drinks that people will live well. Innocent smoothie drinks contain the finest fruit we can find. We do not add sugar or anything else. So we make tasty, healthy, and convenient product to help people have more fruit and vegetables in their diet. Our products included smoothies and juices made entirely from fruit and vegetables, drinks and snack for children, lunch pots that provide the 3 portions of vegetables in every pot, coconut water, which is natural and fat-free, the first smoothie made from 100% British fruit. So these are products, their product portfolio are important. When you are reading this case study, you can mainly highlight these sections. And our product trials and test marketing. We sold our first smoothies from the stall at musical festival in London. We put up a big sign asking people if they thought we should give up our jobs and make smoothies. It's actual real scenario. And put a box saying yes and box saying no in front of the stall. Then you got the people to vote by putting their empty bottles into the boxes marked yes or no. So at the end of the weekend, the yes box was full. So we gave up our jobs to start the Innocent. So they're doing some very good like test marketing and they want to continue their business. These are 3 young entrepreneurs who started this smoothie business. And then they wanted to they're successful. They're very successful and they've done Europe bestsellers. We regularly visit schools to our offices and ask the children to taste and give feedback on the new product that we are developing for our younger consumers. Okay, you can see that. So this is all about the Innocence, our product and test marketing, and the section B you can see extract C, Innocent story, and product trial test marketing and everything. So that is all about the section C. Section B you can see here. Later on, what happened actually, I researched about this company. Is later on actually Coca-Cola bought this company, right, for billions of money. And they have these 3 entrepreneurs, they sold it because it's a good opportunity. Imagine like say one person get 1 billion. So it's a life-changing amount. So after that, what happened, because I think Coca-Cola is a strategic movement, right? Like because the main threat for their soft drink industry, especially carbonated drinks, is the smoothies, natural drinks. So now it's in a sense smoothies are kind of like 100% owned, right, a fully owned subsidiary of Coca-Cola company, and they are continuing to producing their smoothies into the market. The product line they're still maintaining. So it's a strategic movement, because if one day people stop drinking fizzy drinks, so then they have another market by opening. This is the smoothie business. Okay, so now let's go to the questions. Question number 2. This question asking, define the term entrepreneur. Define the term entrepreneur. When you're writing this question, entrepreneur must have some keywords. Person who combine all other factors of production by taking a risk. Entrepreneur, right? So entrepreneur definition is important. So always when you're studying these things, so entrepreneur, which is always Edexcel, they're asking always like different definitions. They're not repeating these defined questions. So there are so much of words are there to memorize. So entrepreneur definition you should know is a person who set up in business and take risk to generate profit. So keyword should be person who set up a business, and secondly take risk to generate a profit. If you say the person who start a business by taking risk, that's the correct answer. That is the Correct answer. Okay, let's go to the second part. They're asking the construction question, always question number 2. Okay, like 4-marker questions that are massive. If you take the past papers, so a lot of past papers, they are the construction questions always demand supply question. 4 markers are always either calculation of PD by D or either construction of a demand supply diagram. So what is happening here? So construction a supply and demand diagram to show the impact on market for smoothie drinks following damage to food crops caused by poor weather. So what happened? This student must identify is the factor affecting demand or supply. It's clearly say it's damaging the food crops caused by poor weather. Definitely you can understand that this is a factor affecting supply. So when the poor weather comes, it hit the crops will goes down, which means supply will go down. So supply curve will have to show the supply curve going down. So nothing happened to demand. Demand will be stable and supply will be go down. So you have to draw the diagram, the proper headings, the proper angles, right? This is the construction part. You can see here supply curve is the S1 and supply curve 2 is the S2. You can see, and the demand curve is there, is D. Right? So normally you have to mark the axis, y-axis and x-axis. Y-axis always a price, and the x-axis always a quantity, QD, quantity of supply or demand. So then what happened here? Originally what happened? Quantity, the demand and supply curve is there. The intersection point is equilibrium. They name it as a Q1, P1. You have to mention these dot lines as well. And after damaging the crops with the poor weather, you can see supply goes, what happened? Shift to the left-hand side. Shift in the left-hand side. You should be able to draw some arrow also. Arrow is also very important to show which side is moves. Right? You can say S2, S2, S1 to S2. So as a result of that, what happened when the supply goes down, you can see quantity of supply goes down to Q1 to Q2. And as a result of that, what happened? Equilibrium price also increased as P1 to P2. P1 to P2. Right, you can see here, 1 mark for the correctly constructing demand and supply diagram, correctly label axis, price and quantity. And application marks showing the original equilibrium price and quantity. And 1 mark, shifting the supply curve depth 1 mark. And other 1 mark is for the showing the new equilibrium and its effect on the price increasing and quantity decreasing. So 1 by on the side, that's how we are going to use the marks always. Right, draw this one. You can use a pencil or you can use a pen, right? And always don't forget to show the name the line and show the movements with the arrows S1, S2, D, P1, P2, Q1, Q2. Like I show the arrows which side it goes, and don't forget to put the 0 here with the origin. 0 for the origin. The question number 2 part C question is analyze 2 factors that are likely to affect the demand for innocent product. So when you're writing 6-mark question, there are 2 styles you can start the answer. You can start by defining the point or either giving straight away 2 factors initially. So I always recommend my students to use the second point because they always use this, write your 2 factors that you know, 2 points, and then you can develop those 2 points. Otherwise, if you have very confident with the definition, you can start with the definition also. Here in this case, you have to define demand. You know the demand, you can define by start your answer by defining what is demand. Or we can start by giving out the 2 factors that are likely to affect the demand, and then develop it with the application and then analyze it. So this is the way 6 markers going to write. So always I prefer, and examiners also always recommend the second point will be good for the student, because in case if you don't know the definition, perfect definition, you will losing 1 mark. Right, let's go to the answer here. You can see the knowledge defining demand or giving 2 points. You can see here demand definition is the amount of goods and services consumers are willing and able to buy at a given price at a given time. Or you can give the straight away 2 points which impact the demand, changes in trends and fashions, and price of substitutes. So these 2 factors should be in line with the context, because there are other factors also there, but some factors you can't apply to the case study. That also you have to keep in mind, right? So these are the two factors which affect in demand, like changes in trends and fashions and price of the substitutes. Then you have to write the application and you have to explain that 2 points. Talk about the changes in trends and fashions. People are becoming more concerned about the health and diets, health conscious, health and diets. Therefore, if people are more health conscious, they are more likely to increase the purchase of smoothies and other healthy drinks. That's a development. Look at they become more health conscious, they will more likely to increase their purchase of smoothies and other healthy drinks. Moreover, second point, the price of substitutes. The competition launch over lower price smoothies. Yeah, not only this company, there are so many other smoothie companies are there in the world, right? What happens when the competition, when another competitor, right, introduce another smoothie at a lower price than them? Then if competition challenge the market, position of innocent, this may reduce the demand for innocent smoothies and decrease the sales revenue. So if competition challenge the market position of innocent, this may reduce the demand for innocent smoothies and decrease their sales revenue. To say what happened will increase the competition, then more number of customers at lower prices, people will shift their demand to the low substitutes, and then the competition challenge the market position of innocent, and this may reduce the demand for innocent smoothies and decrease their sales revenue. Right? This is how they have to you have to answer that question. Always keep in mind there are two methods. Always you can start by defining, or you can start by giving the 2 points straight away. Right. Now we are moving into the next question. The 6 mark is done. Now we are going to the 8 marker discussion question. Part D. Discuss the benefits of market segmentation to a business such as Innocent. This is also another marketing-based question. STP, the mainly market segmentation comes under there, right? Here also you have to 8 mark question structure. I'll explain first of all. 8 mark question always discussion question. Therefore, you should write start with the definition, define what is market segmentation is, and then you can give the 2 benefits of market segmentation for the business, Innocent, and then give the 2 challenges or 2 limitations of actually market segmentations, right? So then no need a conclusion for 8 marker. It's like a 2 positive definition, 2 positives and 2 negative. Definition, 2 positives and 2 negative. Okay, let's discuss the answer. Here, market segmentation is dividing the market into groups of people with similar attributes. That's the definition of market segmentation. It's a dividing the market into groups of people with similar attributes or common characteristics. Okay, Innocent segments the market by demographics and lifestyle products are available for younger people as well as those seeking healthy lifestyle. So then they're given how they, Innocent business, our case study, how they segment the market. They segment market based on demographic. There are certain method of segmentation is there, demographic, psychographic, right? And the geographic, like that. So demographic is a very popular one, demographic and lifestyle also. There are saying age, gender, income, but here lifestyle based, lifestyle choices, healthy lifestyle choice. It's a demographic segmentation for young people as the healthy lifestyle. Focusing on a specific advantage, you can see, focusing on a specific market segment allow Innocent to tailor products to meet their particular needs of those customers to increase brand loyalty. By tailoring the product with those needs, the customers will create what? Brand loyalty will create, right? Because second advantage. Market segmentation helps to Innocent to direct advertising and promotion to specific group of customers to increase their sales, right? So specifically, identify, you can, this market segmentation, you can help to Innocent to directly advertise them and promotion, advertising and promotion advantage to specific group of customers and leads to increase in their sales. Look at the point, however. However means always negative side when you're writing an answer. Negative side of an answer, you have to start with the however point evaluation. However, can this drawback of a limitation of segmentation? Segmentation increase cost. How? When firm attempts to serve different group of customers, the cost of production rises, as well as research, promotion, and distribution costs. Yes, when you say, okay, you're only producing for one particular market group, then you have to increase the cost. Why? Because you have to researching costs, promotional costs, distribution costs. It's different. It's not a mass market like a niche market. By focusing on providing healthier food, the second disadvantage, by focusing on providing healthier food and drinks, there is a danger that the specialization could lead to problems of if consumers change their purchasing habits significantly. So that's the other thing. Sometimes consumers can change their purchasing habits. So segment can be go wrong. If you're specializing on one side, then what happens? Imagine only smoothies. What happens then? People stop drinking smoothies as well. Then there will be a danger, right? And sometimes they give another one. The market segment identified can be maybe too small. Yes, like coconut water. Coconut water means it can be like a king coconut. And so this kind of like a and may not generate sufficient sales to be viable or profitable for the business, right? So this is the thing. Market segmentation, like coconut water and everything, might be too small and may not be sufficient to profitable for the business organization. So that's the 8-mark question. When you're writing an 8-mark question, only the conclusion you can see definition. 2 positives and 2 negatives are important, right? So let's go to the last question of the 10-mark question on the question of section B. 10-mark question is, before launching on a large scale, Innocent agreed a contract with the UK supermarket to sell its smoothies in 10 of the supermarket shops. Okay, so before launching a large scale, you have agreed to make some contract with the UK supermarket to sell their smoothie in 10 locations, 10 supermarkets. So it's a big order, right? Because supermarket, do you think they are buying only 1 or 2? No, maybe at least 1,000. So how much? About 10,000 smoothies they are produced. So asking, assess the advantage of Innocent of test marketing its product. Test marketing. So it's a very good point that test marketing. When you're writing a 10-mark question, the structure should be similar to 8-marker, right? But since a 10-mark question, only you have need to the difference between 8 and 10 is a conclusion at the end. 10-mark also have defined 2 positives, 2 negatives, and we need a conclusion at the end, right? Okay, now we'll see what is the importance of test marketing. Assess the importance of test marketing. We go. Definition of test marketing given. Test marketing involves trialing the product in a small area or to a limited number of users to assess the suitability of a product. Here you go. Definition. What is test marketing? Trialing the product in a small area, right? For a limited number of users to assess the suitability of a product. So now look at the application. The smoothies were sold in 10 UK shops to test whether the product would sell. So now the supermarket agrees to sell only 10 outlets because they have might be 1,000 outlets, but they are giving only first. Okay, let's try this on only just 10 outlets. We'll see how it goes, and if it's okay, we'll give you more orders. This allows Innocent to determine the potential success of their products. That point, Innocents are able to gather feedback and make changes to the products before launching on a larger scale, and so preventing costly mistakes. Right, that's one first advantage. They can prevent the costly mistakes by getting the feedback, right? And telling in 10 shops enable them to gather sales data to assist with the production planning and potential future demand. Yeah, by gathering then these 10 shops, they enable them to gather data to assist their production planning in the future. For future demand, they can plan, right? 2 advantages. Now look at the disadvantages of the test marketing. However, the disadvantage of test marketing is that cost, which can be expensive and time consuming. Yeah, because it's a costly and time consuming. It's a general disadvantage, but no, you can say that also correct. And secondly, you can say testing the new product in a limited number of shops may delay the launch product, which may mean losing first move advantages, right? Because someone can copy your idea at that time. You are doing test marketing, but someone can easily access large way. And during test marketing, Innocent may run the risk of competitors learning about their products, which may be copied and brought into the market earlier. As I told you, risk of competitors learning about their products. You are doing test marketing for like 1 month, 10 supermarkets, then people will get these ideas and they can copy. So look at the conclusion here. Result from test marketing may not be conclusive and not always predict success. Test marketing results are not conclusive and not always predict success. Product that sell locally might not sell well in other geographical area. It's true. The product sell in London will not be good in Ireland or Wales. So it's geographically different. So innocent run a risk that finding from the test marketing is not representative of other group of customers. So you can see that's why it's not be findings of the test marketing are not representative to other group of customers. So that's the conclusion part of this answer. Okay, so you can see now we talk about the 2 marker, 4 marker, 6 marker, 8 marker, and 10 marker of the paper. So this is the end of section B of the 2019 Jan paper. In my next video, I'm going to do the 20 marker question on section C. Stay tuned with my channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.